timber. I'm Tyler with BTM Bow Hunting, and today we're going to do a product review. I recently got this product, and it is the Sitka tool belt. I recently switched to Sitka over the last few years. I used to be a fanny pack person, fanny pack hunter. Used to have a Cabela's fanny pack back in the day, and you don't see very many companies making these anymore. A nice, useful fanny pack for bow hunting, and I think Sitka really hit it on the head with this one. So we're going to dive into some key things that I think are useful, especially for public land hunters, keeping it simple, not packing too much. But we're going to go over a few things that I think are going to be pretty helpful this year in the timber. So, all right, first we're going to dive into, I guess you could say, the main functions of the pack. Online, I think it's at 700 and something cubic inches. It's hard to tell. You look at many pictures, and that's why I'm making this video. I don't really do product reviews, but I think this one will be helpful for people that are looking to buy a tool belt. So all the features are the exact same, like a normal fanny pack. You have your normal strap that goes across your waist, so you can tighten, adjust, all that. You have multiple different, there's actually a little thing for if you're a powder or a scent-free powder guy to check the wind, you could keep that in there. I actually stuff it with milkweed, so if you can see that, it's got a nice little compartment right there, a little pull tab and stuff like that. It's perfect for milkweed, low wind indicator, anything like that. Then you have these two bigger straps coming across the sides on your actual side straps that have great padding. I wanted to get into that. We'll get into that in closer detail, but you can see the padding in them. So nice pockets over here for scents, anything like that. And then, so we'll go into the main functions that caught my eye. So if you open up the back of the pack, right here, down, there's two zippers down the side. Then when you come back here, I stuff mine in the back. This was the main seller point for me, especially for public land. You have this sack that comes out, which is basically a big laundry sack. And what this does is this acts as your backpack, basically. You take these straps right here, and then towards the bottom, there's buckles right there that you literally just take this and you clip that on. Slide that on one side, and repeat the same for the other. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put this down and we'll get a better view of it in a couple minutes, but I just wanted to get you guys a glimpse of it. So now your backpack straps are out. See, you still have your full fanny, everything. Now, like I said, this acts as a big, let me shut that. This acts as a big gear sack. Now for your long hauls, especially for us on public land, all your long hauls, anything like that, you tuck your clothes in. I know me, I have a big Horn Hunter G3 pack, and I think 75% of what goes into that pack when I go into the timber is clothes. I do have essentials for hunting, pull-up rope, all that stuff, some steps, but realistically, a majority of it's my jackets, my hoodies, you know, face masks, a gaiter, anything like that. So this is actually huge. Now that even if I'm not packing in anything that I need to put in this, I still have the option of using it. So then there's also straps that go across the two straps, top and bottom, to help you cinch down everything, make it tight. I actually am going to attach my sticks to the bottom with the cinches. I already tried it. So now you get into putting it on. And like you'll see in a second, just like a backpack, you do have your cross strap, your chest strap for added support in the front. But then you add that, and like I said, you just tighten your waistband like you normally would. Now you have all your gear, everything at a full loop. If you look, I could, you know, all your weight, you have nice lumbar support, which is the main thing with packing anything. I mean, I'm trying to keep it simple this year in the timber, so that's why I did dim it down. I did do this. This keeps me simple. If I need to bring clothes, I have that option. I have that option to throw it in my sack. I don't have to put it in my backpack and jam everything into one bag. Now I have that option of moving things around, and I just thought that was revolutionary, basically. But yeah, we'll dive into some more features. It's absolutely super comfortable, if anyone's wondering. I wasn't sold on it until it came to my door, so I'm gonna dive into some other things close up, and yeah, we'll look at some cool features on the inside. All right, now that we went over the whole sack attachment, now I can show you guys that a little bit more in depth. Now that we have it down and I have the camera down, this sack right here is the front. You have a pull tab right here to cinch everything tight to close the top. You can see it's very big. You can fit a lot of gear in there. So that you cinch, and like I said, you have the 2 cross straps that will help condense everything in there. But basically, another couple key features I just wanted to show. Here's another look at the padding. You see, very thick, just like the tool bucket, or if you have one of the Sitka backpacks, it's just like that. But yeah, another good feature, you have these giant basically I stuffed milkweed in here, but it's a drink holder. So you got your big drink holders. You do have another cinch, so it could be any size bottle. I also use them for steps. I will put my easy climb steps in there and stuff like that, all wrapped up, or a pull rope, and then I'll cinch it shut. So we're gonna see how great this works, but I'm really liking these big. You have one on each side. So you have one on this side, another one on this side, and then if you were to not have your backpack straps on and you were gonna reverse it, let's say you wanted to look inside your pack, you wanted to grab something, maybe some extra milkweed, anything like that, this does open reverse. So if you didn't have this on, you spun everything around, you could use this in reverse, and that shuts by just 2 zippers, but there also is a magnet in here that allows you to just simply shut it. So that's awesome. All right, now we'll get into the front of the pack. Just like the Sitka backpacks, you have this little knob adjustment through here that you don't have to have a zipper. You could always just put that in there, pop it out when you want to. And then there's also 2 zippers, one on each side. We'll get into the insides. So inside, you have normal compartments. Right now I'll show you what I have in here. I have 2 easy climb steps. These are for public land where I can't screw anything in. Basically a wrap. Like I said, I do put these in my sides. So I'm going to use those in my sides this year. And you can see this one I have cinched pretty shut, and you could tell the difference off of that one compared to that one. So you could put a normal size water bottle in there, it'd be fine. I can almost not fit that step in there. I have a grunt. This is just a Mad Grunt tube. Real trim, don't mind that, it's a little tangled up, but I just tried to put everything here just to show you guys a glimpse of what you actually could fit in here, because I feel like online when you do look at the pictures, it doesn't do it full justice on how much you could actually fit. So I do have my pull-up rope. This is a 25-30 foot pull-up rope. Extra milkweed, like I said, I do stuff that in my little compartment up here so I could pull it while I'm in the tree or walking through the timber. Then I have a Realtree bow hanger, my Bushnell headlamp, which is pretty bulky in size. This is a big headlamp compared to most with the battery pack and such. So I have that, some hand warmers. In the side, there is side compartments. I have my Pine Ridge Archery gear hanger, just 3-hook gear hanger, again, something for public land, so just when we're on pieces that you can't screw anything into trees. Got that. I have my can call down here in the side. And yeah, if you notice, that is pretty much everything that I would normally take into the timber with me on a normal hunt. Obviously clothes and face masks and everything could go into my gear bag. So everything, it keeps it simple. It makes me simplifize what I bring into the timber. And like I said, I do have these in here too. So I do have extra steps just in case I'm not getting high enough and I want to start my climb with my easy climb steps. That could get me up about 6 feet. No need to pack an 8er in there. And then my harness, if I didn't want to wear it throughout the timber, that could also go into my bag. So a lot of versatility with this thing. That's why I'm making this video. I wanted to show you guys how useful this is really going to be in the timber for this year. All right, and now we're going to take an in-depth look of the inside. So as you look now, this is your main compartment. You know, we have pretty good amount of space, honestly. If I wanted to fit anything, you know, if you wanted to take something and just look at it for size reference, you know, my grunt tube's in there and there's still plenty of space for other stuff. So that's always good. And you have this front mesh, like I said, I was showing earlier, you have different mesh compartments. This front mesh compartment actually is really big. I'm not the biggest guy, but you could fit a good amount of gear just in this front mesh compartment compared to other areas. So that's another great compartment on this bag. Big open area in the front. You have 2 little, it's hard to see, but mesh compartments back there. That's like I said, if I take my can call, a lot of people use this in the rut. I take that and I could easily fit it back in there, and there is space for more stuff. You can see it's not even to the top of the mesh. Then inside, field dressing gloves. So I had even more in there. And like, I'm gonna organize everything for season. So just so I wanted to make it clear, I threw everything in here just to show you guys okay, wow, yeah, you could fit everything in here. Just, it fits perfect and works great just throwing everything in here. Once I organize everything, it will make the whole bag and whole system work even that much better. So then we're gonna get back into this mesh compartment. Nice, another big solid mesh compartment. You do have another zipper compartment in the back. This is the compartment that I use to stuff back the bag. So the bag could roll up with the backpack straps, and it comes through the top compartment right here. Even with the zippers, let me move this, even with the zippers completely shut on that end and on this end, there's still a gap over here. Even if you had the cinch on, there's a gap over here that allows it to come back into the bag so you can have it in the bag. So it's not just loose on the back of the fanny pack. So yeah, so I usually tuck mine in here. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I fold mine in, leave this zipper open all the time, and I fold mine in here. It's a big pocket. It allows it to go in pretty flush. It pushes this out a little bit, but like I said, it still keeps plenty of space for everything that I would need to bring in. All right, so I have everything back together. The backpack and all the inserts on the back for the sack are all tucked. As you can see, I have the zippers right here, and then you have this right here, little pullover. So that will hold that all together in the back. And as you can see from the back, hold on, I got a little low for you guys. As you can see from the back, everything's streamlined and perfect. I honestly just completely stuffed this in here, so I'm gonna completely show you guys that you don't have to have it perfect to have room. So if I flip this back around and I go to look inside, you could see that top zipper that I was talking about earlier. I keep that open, it folds right in. You can still see where it comes out from the outside, and I just simply tuck it in. Better, but that's it. As you can see, it's back to streamline. You know, everything's tucked in, and it seems so little when you hold it in your hand. That's why I wanted to make this video. When you see pictures of it, it seems very small. This rock that is sitting on is pretty big, can't really tell, but obviously throughout the video when I showed you guys the different options you have for putting things into it in different compartments, and I didn't even fully utilize everything. I have everything just sloppily thrown in there. Obviously if I took my time and organized my bag a little bit more, everything would be perfect, and I would obviously have more room for more gear. So that's it. That's the review on the Sitka tool belt, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this kind of showed you what you could actually fit into it in a real life hunting situation, and gives you more an in-depth view on what you could fit, what you can't fit. And I think if you're wondering what clothes I actually did put inside the gear sack, I fit my Sitka Celsius jacket, my Sitka Equinox jacket, all my face masks, my Fanatic hat, and all that stuff. I could fit all that no problem and still have more room. So it is definitely an awesome fanny pack, and I just wanted to get this video out just to show you guys a little bit more. Anyone who's looking to buy one that's just on the edge of buying it, not buying it, just to show you it is worth it, and it will be a game changer for you in the timber. But thanks guys, this is Tyler with BTM Bow Hunting. It's a little product review, something a little different, but I hope you like it. See you guys later. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.